Hi, I'm Debbie with Mystery Quilts Anonymous, and welcome to my studio and a little bit of help with Clue 3 of Twirly Birds. This will go live in the morning, so I wanted to do this video today because one of my testers said that this particular block on Clue 3 might be a little tricky, but if you could see it, it would be a whole lot better. So that's what I'm going to do. Reminding you that block A is a snail's trail, okay? And just remember to keep your colors going in the same direction, okay? But for block B of this clue, I'll show you a picture of what we're doing this here. I just wanted to give you a little bit of instruction. I've already actually put this quilt together and everything. So I cut some scraps and it's really easy, okay? So I'm just gonna give you a quick run through of how to do this. The first section, we're gonna take the only block of this color that we have, the only square, and then those 4 rectangles that are long and skinny, and we're gonna create this. I first sewed the 2 sides on to the square, and then I sewed the long ones on. All right, and then I tell you in the next part of that clue to take one of the, for me it's a 4.5 inch square. If you're doing the 10-inch blocks, it is, 1 second. It is a 3 3/8 inch square, okay? So it's your background. It's either 3 3/8 or 4.5. Okay, so we're gonna take that square and we're gonna put 2 triangles on 2 sides. So I'm gonna show you how I did that. But when I say I need for the long side, I say the long side with the dark triangles should be the same size as this square, 5 1/4 or 6 1/4 inches, and you'll need 16 of these, okay? So if we see that square that we just made, this long side for me is 6 1/4, and I need this top side to be that same 6 1/4, because this is going to become part of the star, and these 2 need to meet up. Okay, so what I did was I took that square and I folded it in half, and I found the center point, gave it a little bit of a finger press. I did the same thing with my dark triangles that we cut. Found the center. Now I'm just going to mate those 2 little finger press marks, and I'm going to stitch along the end. Remember, these are right sides together, okay? And remember, these are not my fabrics. These are just scraps I pulled, but I tried to stay within range. Okay, so let me stitch that. Be right back. Okay, this is a different one that I had stitched, and if you can tell, you can see the seam in there through the light. I didn't have a scrap 4.5 inches, so I had to make one. Okay, so now I have that one on, so I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to fold that. The very next side, doesn't matter if you go this side or this side, it doesn't matter, just so it's right beside the one you just did. Same exact method. Finger press. Get this one in finger press. Stitch it on. Now I am going to go ahead and finish that one I started on. That way I'll have all of these done, so I can show you how to put this together, because that might be the tricky part, okay? Remember, we're going to find the center of that square on the very one beside it, Okay, so I'm going to finger press that. Got my square. I mean, that's a triangle, sorry. Blooper. I'm going to finger press this bit back if you can watch down there. I'm going to finger press this one back. Put this one on. And stitch. Okay, now I should have, or we should have 16 of these units. I'm just going to finger press this for now. So we should have 16 of these units. I just have 4 because I'm showing you how to put this together. Okay, so we grab 2 of the half. Let's just grab half of them. So you'll want to grab 8 of these. And you have triangles, background triangles that you haven't touched yet. These are the same size as these, okay? And then we're going to take these, watching the sewing machine, okay? See if you can, I'll move it back here. We are going to take these ones and we are going to stitch these along the side. The best way I can help you do this is to keep this line straight, okay? I know that it's white on white, but you should have a diagonal line up this way and a diagonal line down this way, okay? So let me just stitch these on quickly and I'll show you what you should have now. Actually, on this one, corners should be corners, and you should have a 1/4 of an inch up there. We'll need that 1/4 of an inch later. Let me get these sewn on. Do them both at once. Trimming off my dog ears, finger pressing that out. Now, you will want to press these, not finger press, because you need that to be like a hard crease, I guess, or whatever. Okay, sewing the second side on for these, and we're almost there. So while I do that, I'm going to now take that square bit, and you should have half of these left over. So we're actually going to stitch these. Doesn't stick to my shirt. I'm going to sew these to either side of that center. Okay. Remember, those long sides are going to be the same length, so those are going to be mated. And stitched on, just like they are, just in this is what I call the funky shape. Okay, so I'm going to stitch that on too, and then I'll show you what we have. Okay, hang in there, we're almost done. Trim off the dog ears. Get that second side on. Everywhere. squares again. Now for every one block that we make, we need 2 of these and 1 of these. So there's my center square that you created first. These are the funky pieces. But now it's not a square, it's pointed and everything. So we're going to set it on point. And we are going to match it up. And those triangles at the ends are going to square it back off. Let me show you how that works. All right, for me, I like to fold this toward the center so that my point goes correct, okay? So this other one is going to go the other way, and I'm going to nest those seams, which gives me my starting point. You will want your 1/4 inch right in there, okay? So let's go with that first side. All the way down. I'll show you what we have so far so that you can see our square coming together. Make sure I trim these seams. Good. All right, so now you can see that we've almost got a square, and look how our star is coming together, okay? So now I'm going to put that final side on. Remembering to nest those seams and remembering to have your 1/4 inch seam allowance at the top. Okay, and just whip down that other side. This is just thrown together, not perfect, okay? Because I was trying to do this quickly for you. Okay. And look at that. Boom, you did it. I'm so proud of you. This isn't perfect. I kind of I'm going to lose my point right there. So just be careful when you stitch that to make sure you've got your 1/4 inch hanging over. And look at that. We did it. Okay? So this is Twirly Birds Clue 3, Block B. Remember to keep your snails going the same way in Block A. And Block C is really just a square in a square in a square. So simple, simple block to do. I can't wait to see what you do. Okay, remember, funky piece, triangles, square in the center. It's going to be weird until you actually, it's made in a 9-patch manner, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you have 3 rows, 1, 2, 3 rows of 3. So easy, okay? Don't get frustrated when your points don't come out. It happens, okay? That's it. Twirly Birds Clue 3, Block B. Yes, Block B. And you'll, in the end, have 4 of these, and your 4 should measure 10 1/2 or 12 1/2 right now. and mine are spot on 12.5 inches. So yay! Okay, and that's us. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.